I finally got my hands on her, and let me tell you, she's everything. She's beautiful, elegant, classy, a true lady. She was born in 2019 and she's my newest pride and joy, if you will. But before I introduce her to the world, let me go ahead and introduce myself real quick. Hi, my name is Aika. In case you're new here, I love to talk about designer items, luxury, beauty, style, trend, and everything in between. So if these are your favorite topics, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And you can also ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video in the future. This is the part where I pretend I'm calm and collected, but in reality, I am not. I'm super excited. This has been a long time in the making. This purchase was a really fun purchase. I did a lot of research before purchasing my very first Chanel bag. You guys can congratulate me in the comments. I'm losing my mind right now. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I really wanted to show it to you guys, so I decided to film this video today. I actually got this bag like a couple of weeks ago. I have just not had the time to film, to be honest with you, but I was like, nope, today I really have to show you the bag because I have been talking about a Chanel purchase on my channel ever since I made a luxury wish list for 2025 video, and if you have not seen that video, it's gonna be linked up here. In short, I did mention that I was ready for my very first Chanel purchase this year, and so it actually truly happened. Was this a responsible purchase? Debatable. Was it like necessary for my soul? Absolutely. There's something about finally owning a Chanel bag. It's not just a bag, in my opinion. It's like owning like a piece of fashion history, if you will. And this isn't going to be just any Chanel unboxing. Well, for you maybe, but for me it's a true pivotal moment. I don't mean to say like this is the most important moment of my life. Obviously not. This is just a bag at the end of the day. But ever since I can remember, I've been dreaming of owning a Chanel bag. I never really had a certain bag in mind. I kind of just wanted to have something that was practical, useful, that could be both used for special occasions as well as everyday, because I don't want to have a bag that's just gonna sit there collecting dust and only be used like once or twice a year. I wanted this bag to be my true everyday bag, but also can be worn on a special occasion type bag. So I did a lot of research before purchasing this. I got this from The RealReal, and if you watched my previous video, you would have seen that I purchased another bag, a small little baby bag from Fashionphile, and thankfully they accept returns because that bag just was not it. That video I had mentioned that I was kind of losing my patience looking for the perfect bag that's gonna check all the marks for you when you're actually also on kind of a budget. Is a bit hard, so I'm not gonna lie, I did purchase that bag just kind of because I was losing patience. I just wanted to have something. It was on my mind for so long, but yeah, I did return that bag and I got this one instead from The RealReal. Now The RealReal does not accept returns, but they can if you pay like a $200 and something fee, which I think is ridiculous. So yeah, I just kind of risked it. I bought this off The RealReal knowing well that I'm not gonna be able to return it. And so like I said, this is the moment that I've been waiting for such a long time. What girl doesn't want to have a Chanel bag in her collection? Like, and now, since I own one already, I have been kind of obsessed. I have been obsessed with Chanel. I keep looking at different Chanel bags, which are not like a part of the plan for me just yet. I'm just so like, I get the addiction once you purchase your first, like you just keep on purchasing more. Without further ado, let me go ahead and show you the bag. This is going to be an unboxing. And also in a previous video, I did mention that the purchase from Fashionphile came with their own dust bag and their own authenticity card and their box. So that bag did not have anything, none of the packaging whatsoever. And I did say that I really wish that my very first Chanel purchase would have the whole 9 yards, and this one did. This comes in a Chanel box. The box is in perfect condition. Let me open it up. Gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Here we have the RealReal tag. It says pre-owned and this item cannot be returned once tag is removed. Yeah, I think they don't accept returns at all. This is the authenticity card. It was actually inside the bag, but I took it out when I inspected the bag. And the serial number on this starts with a 27, which means this bag was produced in mid or late 2019, which makes the bag pretty new, which I'm very happy about actually. This is the Chanel dust bag. And this dust bag is like very thick. And are you guys ready? Can you guys guess what it is? I'm pretty sure you can. It's a small bag, so it's a wallet on chain in black caviar. Ta-da! Oops. Just so beautiful, you guys. I'm not even exaggerating. I am obsessed with this bag. Look at the chain. If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure you are a fan of designer things, luxury things, Chanel things. So this might not be like a wow moment for you, just because you're probably like used to seeing so much Chanel being shown every single day through social media. But for me personally, this is such a special moment, even though this is not like a classic flap, this is not a brand new bag from the boutique or anything like that, but this is such a milestone purchase for me. And not to say like this is my most expensive purchase or something like that, no, not at all. But for some reason I've been putting off buying a Chanel bag for so long that finally owning one kind of just seems normal, but at the same time surreal, if you know what I mean. So excuse all the excitement that you're gonna be seeing and have been seeing throughout this video. So this is my wallet on chain Chanel bag in black caviar with gold hardware. And this is not very like gold. This may be champagne gold. I'm not really sure. If you are familiar with what type of gold this is, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I am not really sure. Like I said, I'm very new to Chanel and I could not be more excited with my first purchase. Now, when I started looking at what kind of a wallet on the chain I wanted, I knew I wanted caviar leather. I knew I wanted gold hardware, but I was kind of debating between the classic style and the boy style, and both of those are stunning. Now, as you can tell, this one is not your basic typical Chanel design. This one is called the filigree, Chanel filigree. And this style was actually introduced in, I believe, 2016 spring and summer collection. Not this particular one, but the filigree design. I think they introduced their vanity cases first, and then they started making the flaps and the wallet on chain, and then all other kinds of bags. I have not seen this design around at all, to be honest with you. So when I came across this one, I was like, what is this? I needed to zoom in and check it out. Let me show you the inside of the bag. This bag has a magnetic clasp. And then it has this little pocket over here. And then also a zip pocket right there. I think this actually goes all the way down. Yeah, it does. I've heard a lot of people say that they use this for like when they're traveling for their passport and boarding passes and stuff like that, money. It's a very useful little pocket with a zip. And on the inside, it has this whole huge compartment, and it comes with 6 card slots and also a little zip compartment right here. So it's a pretty spacious bag. I know a lot of people don't like to call wallets on chains bags, but if it can hold my stuff and it has a strap, it's a bag for me. Even the previous Chanel purchase that I shared, I was like saying bag, quote unquote, but honestly, if it fits your essentials and you can carry it on your shoulder, I feel like it can be called a bag. This bag is in perfect condition. It came in, I feel like the leather was a bit too dry. So I have this leather balm and I just used it on the bag and I just left it there to air dry, and it looks actually really good. I don't see any wear and tear, except maybe like on the hardware just a little bit. Isn't she stunning? She's so beautiful. So my decision-making process was this. I didn't want something brand new, obviously, because Chanel prices are just insane. I also wanted to be practical. I wanted to be in caviar leather, versatile, and preferably in black. But now I'm seeing all these colorful Chanel bags and I'm like, Chanel is the one brand that I don't mind buying like colorful stuff from, to be honest with you. Any other brand, I'll just go with the classic colors and shapes and stuff. With Chanel, I feel like isn't it just so fun to own like a pink, yellow, or like baby blue Chanel bag? I don't know. I've also kind of been loving their tweed bags, like the colorful ones. You just, when it comes to Chanel, I feel like you just kind of want to have fun. So this bag, why I chose this, because it actually ticked all of my boxes and that was a huge plus for me. And I'm also very excited about the magnetic clasp. I know they introduced it in 2019. Before that it was just a regular clasp, but this is just so easy. You can just do that and then it just closes on its own, or if you want to open it up, it's very easy. Due to the CCs being in the filigree design, over here you can see how there is a little dip, but this is completely normal. This is due to the CCs. Since I hadn't really come across a lot of the filigree designs before, I only saw one video on YouTube of a girl showing her filigree wallet and chain that she bought from the boutique, and it was like in a tan/black combination, I think, and that bag is just so gorgeous and beautiful. But yeah, I started looking at the history of this bag and history of the design and what filigree even means. I kind of had to look into it and search on Google. So simply put, filigree is designed as metal work created by molding a length of wire, usually gold or silver, into an ornate pattern. This is part of Chanel's Spring-Summer 2016 collection, so this is their Karl Lagerfeld era. It's fairly recent and in my opinion it's very classic but also different. So to be honest, this was quite a discovery for me. Like I said, I hadn't really come across the filigree design before. This was kind of a surprise, but I actually really like it. To me, it looks like a true classic Chanel. What do you guys think? So when I first got this bag, it wasn't like this. As you can see right now over here, it's pretty flat and structured, the bottom. This is due to an insert that I actually made myself. Sometimes if a DIY project is pretty easy to make and I have nothing to do, I will just go ahead and do it. I didn't really do a great job at it, but I feel like it just serves the purpose. It's okay. I went to my local Hobby Lobby and I got a piece of like metal, like foldable metal, and I also got faux leather material and I stitched it. And so I made this little insert. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's pretty puffy and I had to sew it with my hand. I don't have a sewing machine, but how the bag arrived was actually like this. And I feel like it's pretty convenient for storage, but I just don't like when it's folded up like that. It just looks a bit weird, and also you can see the creasing at the bottom and on the sides. So yeah, this little insert I feel like is saving this bag's life. And you can find these inserts everywhere. I think they're sold on like Amazon and eBay, and obviously you can also make one yourself. So this is what it looks like with the insert on. It was actually pretty easy to make the insert. I feel like it would be easier if I had a sewing machine, because sewing it by hand, also I haven't sewn in like since middle school. So, and then over here obviously you're gonna have a little indentation because of the zipper detail, but honestly it does not bother me at all. I find the chain on this a bit too long. I'm thinking now to buy those little things, clips that you can clip. I think they go here. So I think you're just gonna like, or actually you can even do this. Oh, hold on, I did it wrong. Yeah, okay, there we go. So you can shorten it up just like so by crisscrossing the chain inside. And I think this is how you also clip it with the little clip. I have no idea, but I'm gonna have to look into it. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be wearing it with the long strap. This is just perfect. Yeah, this is her. Have you guys seen Arrested Development? I recently had to rewatch it because I completely forgot about that show. It's just funny. Honestly, like I said, this is an addiction at this point. I've been looking at Chanel everything. Chanel shoes, ballet flats, wallets, and I also really want another Chanel bag now. So thank you so much for making me addicted. Did you have to be so perfect? So for your very first Chanel bag, I'm curious, if you don't already own one, would you pick just a basic black color or would you go with something colorful? So the price for this bag was a very reasonable one. They also gave me a $25 credit because I actually forgot my password and I had to create a brand new account because for some reason I couldn't log in into my old account. Also, I guess it's fair to mention that this was not my very first purchase with the RealReal. I did purchase my Pochette Métis back in 2022, I think, from the RealReal, which this whole time I've been thinking that I actually purchased it from Fashion File. Getting old is not fun. So yeah, this was my second purchase from the RealReal, but like I said, I couldn't log into my account. It was this whole thing and I was like, you know what, let me just create a new one. And by creating a new one, I actually got a $25 credit. So I saved $25 on this bag all in all. But the price point for this, comparing to like other sites, comparing to other even older classic wallets on chain, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the deciding factors. Not the main one by far, but one of the deciding factors when I was purchasing this bag and when I was doing my research. Because I knew I wanted to go the pre-loved route, and so I really wanted my bag to be on the newer side. I wanted the magnetic closure. I wanted it to be in good condition, like very good condition, if not pristine. But I also didn't want to pay the crazy hefty Chanel price. So all in all, I'm very happy with this purchase. Would you go with the filigree design or would you stick to the classic one? Or would you get the boy design? Please let me know in the comment section because I was actually torn between the three designs. I was like, they're all super cute, they're all adorable, all classic Chanel. At first, when I saw this filigree design, I immediately thought to myself, oh my god, this is so Chanel. Like, this is more Chanel than the classic Chanel to me, in my eyes. But then, because I had not really seen it around that much, I was like, is this a seasonal piece? Is this like not part of their classic line? Is the like, what is this? You know, am I getting a good deal for nothing? Or like, is it even worth it? So what do you guys think? Obviously now, owning the bag for a few weeks, having it in my possession, it was 100% worth it for me. But I'm just curious to see, what do you guys think? Would you rather have gone with something classy or something like this? And if you do own a Chanel bag, please share what your very first Chanel purchase was. Please share that with me in the comment section down below. I would love to know. And like I said, I am planning to make this my kind of an everyday bag, but also a special occasions bag. I feel like when a bag can be worn on a everyday basis and also be cute enough to be worn on special occasions is just a huge plus. It's like you're getting two bags in one, because I own so many bags that are just perfect for everyday wear, but they can't really be worn for like a night out or with a beautiful dress. And so this bag, I feel like, is the epitome of a beautiful bag for a night out, but also an everyday bag. Like, right? Just look at her. Summarize, I'm extremely happy with my purchase. I love everything about this little wallet on chain. So spacious, it fits a lot of stuff, not just your credit cards and bills. It can fit your phone, it can fit, like, this is my 15 plus, and it just slides in there super easily, and there's so much more space. Obviously, I'm not about to like stuff it up with a bunch of things that I don't need. I'm only going to be carrying my essentials, like my phone, my little mini wallet, maybe a lip gloss and keys. That's all I pretty much need. Maybe a compact mirror, but it's gonna fit all that and some more. So I really like how spacious the bag is, and I'm super happy with it being a little bit different. I'm super also excited about having all the packaging and the authenticity card, the year of the production. You can congratulate your girl on her first Chanel purchase. Leave me those congrats in the comments. I feel like I'm that girl now. Obviously, I'm not going to be making Chanel my whole personality. For this moment, let me have it. I'm just so happy with it, and yeah, I'm a girl who finally owns a Chanel bag that she loves. And that is it for today's video, guys. I truly hope you enjoyed it and that it was a bit informative in some way maybe. And if you did enjoy it, give me a like, leave me that comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It actually helps me a lot and motivates me even more to make videos, to share things about my favorite topics with you guys, and just to sit and like talk to you like to my friends. Started this channel in hopes of like growing this whole community of like-minded people who like the same stuff. And I know there are a lot of people posting the same kind of stuff every single day, so I truly really appreciate you watching this video till the end, and I love you guys so much. Oh wait, I think there's another way. Yeah, I'm blabbing for way too long. Thank you guys again so much for watching my videos, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.